So I just dropped my daughter off to her dad for the weekend. And I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion or if it's 50-50. I've seen both sides of it. But I've always been the type of co-parent where I'll let the other person be whatever type of parent they want to be, whether it's consistently, inconsistently, whether they provide financially, whatever. I let them be involved as much as they want to be involved. The past year and some change, I went no contact with my daughter's dad because I was tired of the disrespect. I was tired of the threatening. I just felt like I was being taken for granted when I really was the best co-parent you can have. I'm not a bitter baby mother. I did make his life hard because he wasn't providing. So I got tired of it. And I was also going through a phase in my life where if you weren't making my life easier at that point in time, I was cutting everybody off. I still do that to this day, but at that point it was really bad. Like I cut off everyone. So me and him been separated for 6 years, and prior to the no contact for a year and a half, our co-parenting relationship was pretty rocky, but it was because of him. He was the bitter co-parent. Like I said, I allowed him to be as active as he wanted to be, whether he provided financially or not. I would say about a year and a half prior to our no contact, if you've been following me for a while, he started dating one of my friends, and that was probably the smoothest part in our co-parenting, like throughout the years. Basically, all co-parenting through him stopped, and I started co-parenting with her. Drop-offs, pickups. If they wanted Leia for the weekend, she called me. If Leia needed anything, she would ask or she would get it. Never had to send my daughter with a bag. Nothing. She literally made my life easier and became my co-parent. Prior to that, he was very inconsistent. Very. Didn't provide financially, still doesn't, still never really did. He's giving me maybe $800 the whole 6 years and some change that we've been separated. But I still allowed him to be a father, never sabotaged the relationship he had with his daughter. I never talked about him in front of her, never had those conversations with her, because I feel like I was that child that the other parent was trying to sabotage the relationship, and I said I would never do that because of how I grew up. Eventually, a child will see a parent for who they really are, and I don't have to do much.
You know what's sad about this whole situation is that if she's truly like that, if she's truly that type of person, that type of parent, then she is a great woman. And the sad thing about this whole situation is the type of men that these type of good women be choosing. Like, you would think only the thoughts would choose men that are Pookies and Ray Rays, but it'd be the good women too, bro. It's like every single type of female, at least in my community, be primarily attracted to the Pookies and Ray Rays. And I don't know if it's because of the hip hop culture, the strong hip hop culture that we have. And hip hop culture is made up of a whole bunch of Pookies and Ray Rays rapping. Let's keep it a stat. I don't know what it is, but this is sad. She also made reference to the fact that she went through that herself with her parent, her dad, and she didn't want to put her daughter through the same thing that she went through with her own dad. So maybe she just chose as a partner the same exact thing that she was used to when it came to the consistency or the inconsistency with her dad, with her mom and her. I just wish that good women like her, if she's really that good, I just wish I would choose better. Choose better. Because look at this, bro. You go to the comment section and it's just filled with baby mamas. She said, to each his own, but I'm not allowing inconsistency in my kid's life. I don't even want that for myself. She said, as a child, my mom who allowed this, I feel like it was a prolonged heartbreak. I gotta show my daughters that they are worth more than inconsistency. And I agree too. They are worth more than inconsistency. This is why it's imperative to choose right. Now, some people may be like, how do you know that that person is going to be like that, before you lay down with them and then you start a family with them? You don't know. But one of the best ways to vet a guy and to figure out if he's the right type of guy for you is to bring him around other men that can analyze him and observe him, and they can tell if he's a good man or not. Because we know men better than other women. But guess what? The reason why that doesn't happen is because I go through this with my own sisters. My sisters will not, my sisters? My younger sisters will not allow me to meet any of their boyfriends or any of the guys that they're dealing with currently at the time, whatever time that is. They don't let me meet him because you know what they said? They said, I don't want you to make me realize something about him that I didn't want. Basically, they like being delusional. They like the way it feels. Even if the guy's a no good guy, they like the way that man makes her feel, even if he's not good for her. So in a lot of situations, women will not choose the right way because they go everything's based on how they feel. He could be the worst man in the world as long as he make her feel good. As long as he pleases her in those emotional areas the way that he's supposed to, then she's going to go ahead and start a family with that guy. So when this lady says, I'm not going to allow inconsistency, that's not for you to choose after you already had a family with that man. That's for you to choose before you start a family with a man. It's too late now. Either that man is going to be in his children's life or he's not, depending on the type of guy he is.